Welcome to the stage, I think it is Philippa Spurr.
Hello Colchester! How are you all doing this evening? About 15% of you were there, that's good. The other 85% probably thinking, what am I doing in a county where someone can mistake a ginger tomcat for an actual lion? Yes, that's right. I am referring to the top news headline of last summer where the Essex lion dominated the news, and there were various sightings across the county, and I think it took 25 police officers, a special fire unit, and an expert from Colchester Zoo to come along and say, yeah, actually, I reckon that's a cat. But no, I can't slag off Essex too much. I am actually an Essex girl. I was raised in Chelmsford, thank you very much, yeah. But I did what any sensible Essex girl would do. I got myself an education, got a job and moved. But I suppose I can't, be too happy about it. I did end up in London, living in Stockwell. Yeah, no, I don't know if you've been to Stockwell. If you're thinking of going, here's some advice, don't. Absolutely nothing there. We've got a cost cutter, that's about it. But since I've been living there, there's been 2 shootings. 2! I mean, I did tell them I was having a bad day and warned them, but they didn't get out of the way quick enough. But the thing about living in London is I really hate the transport. I absolutely hate the tubes. There's just so many delays on the tubes. I think the other day I heard an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently expecting severe delays on the Circle, Central, District, Hammersmith and City, Metropolitan, Waterloo, Jubilee and Victoria lines. All other lines are currently operating a good size. But it's not just the tubes that sort of slow you down and get in the way, it's actually a lot of the people as well in London. They sort of dawdle and get in the way. I mean, how hard is it? Stand on the right, walk on the left, come on people. But the thing that I really like is there's actually a Facebook group called I Want to Punch Slow Moving People in the Back of the Head. Now you remember that? I'm a member of that group. But the thing about this group that I love the most is it's actually listed as a local business. I mean, no wonder the banks aren't bloody lending to the small business owners with those crackpot ideas. You can imagine it, can't you? I've got an idea for a business. It's a working title. But no, I'd definitely invest in that. But imagine going to that as like a job interview. You know how some job interviews, they have like an actual test, and you have to do the test before the interview. You can kind of imagine it, can't you? There's a room. In this room, there'll be people walking at varying degrees of speed. Your job is to go in there and caution. Bonus points for Japanese tourists and anyone with an expired Oyster card. But I love sort of this whole sort of stupid celebrity culture that we live in. There's so much sort of stupidity around. I can just sort of imagine this turning into some kind of game show where you have to sort of punch people in the back of the head. In fact, I think it already exists, doesn't it? I think it's punching people in the back of the head is easy, but can you do it in the cube? But speaking of sort of stupid sort of celebrities, anyone here know of Josie Gibson at all? Yeah. A few people at the back. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't know of her. She's basically somebody who she won Big Brother a couple of years ago and has basically made a name for herself, getting really fat, then getting really thin, and then bringing out an exercise DVD, as you would. So a couple of weeks ago, she was on This Morning. I didn't see it because I've got a job. No, not really, I work in PR. Yeah, so she was on there, and she was basically saying the reason that she got so fat is because she was addicted to sugar. And that sugar is as addictive as heroin, and it's worse because sugar is absolutely everywhere. She was like, imagine heroin being everywhere, that's what it's like. And I thought, actually, Josie, no, I think you're wrong there. I don't think sugar is anything like heroin. It's not like you can't hold down a job because you're addicted to sugar, or you say, oh, don't give money to the homeless, they're going to piss it all up the wall and sherbet dib-dabs. You can imagine though, can't you, her being called into the office. Josie, yeah, we'd like a word. We just found a packet of Skittles in your handbag. Have you been tasting the rainbow again, Josie? Those antibiotics you want, are they actually Tic Tacs? But no, you're not going to wake up in a squat, are you? Covered in your own piss, eating a box of Lucky Charms next to Bertie Bassett, who's passed out after doing all sorts. You probably wake up in the morning and just think, all right, just one last shot of cherry panda pop, and then I'm going to call Percy Pig and I'm going to apologise for eating his entire family. Thank you very much. You've been great. Good night.
Philippa Spurr!